So today I have Jean, who will co-host with me, and we have Mr. Chikuba-san, the General Manager from Nikon Seikei Limited, who specially zoomed in from Japan to join us for the brief. And next we have Marcus, Senior Associate Partner from ADDP, Gong, Managing Director from EcoPlan Asia, Hilary, Design Director from Second Edition, and Dominic, our colleague from CDL Customer Service. And I will start off with the consultants and developers and consultants for Zyon Grant. The developer for Zyon Grant is CDL MFA Altair Property Private Limited, and is a joint venture between CDL and Mitsui Fudosan Group. So as many will know, CDL is a leading global real estate company with a network spanning 168 locations in 29 countries and regions. And some of our projects include Well Hill Residences and Boulevard 88. And our JV partner, Mitsui Fudosan Group, is Japan's largest real estate developer, and they have developed Japan's first factory outlet, Tokyo Disneyland, Japan's first regional shopping mall, and first office skyscraper. And some of their projects include Tokyo Midtown Yaesu and 50 Hudson Yards. And we have world-class architects for this project. Our concept architect is Nikon Seikei Limited, renowned architect from Japan. And their portfolio includes Tokyo Sky Tree and One Zebel in Dubai. And our project architect is ADDP Architect, who has done several CDL projects, such as Union Square Residences and Well Hill Residences. And we have EcoPlan Asia, who always create very beautiful landscaping for our developments. And our HUD ID is second edition, which provides very luxury ID to our development. And our builder is a very reputable contractor, Warhart Private Limited. And now I'll pass the host to Jean, who will share more information about Zyon Grant to you. Over to you, Jean.
Thank you, Wanti. So now I will touch on the name rationale for Zyon Grant. So Zyon Grant is inspired by the original spelling of Zion, and it conveys to it a sense of space. So the Grant actually continues CDL's distinguished lineage of iconic projects. So for Zyon Galleria is the retail and lifestyle component of Zyon Grant, where shopping, dining, and everyday experiences are thoughtfully curated. It reinforces the development's identity as a vibrant place where residents, visitors, and the wider community can explore, connect, and linger. So the Chinese name for Zyon Grant is 卓越峰, and then for the Zyon Galleria is 卓越方. The statement positioning is your home above, your world apart, which signifies Zyon Grant as the tallest PPVC project in this area. So I will touch on the project details. The project name is Zyon Grant. It's developed by CDL and Mitsui Fudosan Group. It's 2 blocks of 62-story residential development with 1 tower of 36-story long-stay service apartments with restaurants, supermarket, and an early childhood development center. It is located in District 3. The address is 3 Kim Seng Road and 5 Kim Seng Road. The tenure is 99 years, commencing from 15 July 2024. The expected vacant possession is 30th September 2032. And the land area is approximately 15,277 square meter. We have 706 units. For the car park lots, we have total 595 car park lots, where 565 is for residential and the other 30 units is for commercial. And we have 177 bicycle lots. So for the unit mix, is 1 plus study to penthouse. The typical unit ranges from 474 to 1819. So as you can see, the smaller units, the 1, 2, and the 3 make up 83% of the unit mix, while the 4 and the 5 to penthouse make up the remaining 17%. The unit sizes are actually very efficient, and the buyers have a wide range of unit types to choose from. So next I will pass on to our concept architect, Mr. Chibuba-san, to take you through the architectural concept.
Okay, thank you. It's very nice to meet you all. I'm Daiji Chikuba, the chief architect of this project. Let me introduce ourselves. Nikken Sekkei was founded in 1900, about 125 years ago in Japan. And we are the biggest architectural design consultants in Japan and fourth largest in the world. And we have done more than 20,000 buildings across more than 40 countries. And this Zyon Grand is our fourth project in Singapore. Next, please. So when we looked at the project site, we came up with this garden aisle concept because the site is surrounded by Singapore River, Zyon Road, Havelock Road, and Kim Sen Road. So it's an island-shaped site. And we imagine those towers will be like a flower arrangement type of thing that's called ikebana in Japan. And so we are thinking to place 3 flowers on the site. And thinking of flowers, we picked the orchid flower, which is a national flower of Singapore, that has a very nice colors and elegant curved shape. So we are reflecting the flower ideas onto a building facade. Next, please. So this is a conceptual image that the flower is blooming and glowing over the island and ascending to the sky. Next, please. The actual facade looks like the images on the screen. So we have two residential towers and 1 service apartment towers. And the tower facade has curved shaped balconies and shading device that came up from the flower ideas. It's very elegant and also very ecological. Next, please. So this is another view of the tower facade, as well as the ground floor retail area that has a nice connection to the sidewalk. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Daiji-san. I'm Marcus here from ADDP. I'll bring you through the project details. Okay, I'm present. Okay, can. Okay, this Zyon Grand. Okay, Zyon Grand is actually located, I think we already run through the location. So it is located at Kim Sen Road, Havelock Road, and Zyon Road. So it's actually right sitting above the Havelock Road MRT entrance. The show gallery is really right next, quite nearby at Ganges Avenue. So this location will be accessible through the sales gallery. So the gallery will be accessible through Ganges Avenue. Okay, so I think it will be opening soon. So let's wait for the sales gallery to be ready. But just to share the project details today. Okay, Zyon Grand is actually, like I mentioned, is located at Havelock Road MRT station entrance. It's sited along the Thomson East line. And the kind of connectivities that we have here is in the way live, work, and play. This 1 stops, you're right next to the Great Wall City. 2 stops, you're right next to the shopping area, Ion Orchard Road. And then 4 stops, you're right arrived at Marina Bay Interchange, where you get the North-South line, the Circle lines. So where the financial center is located. Of course, towards the another one stop, you'll get Outram Park Interchange, where we will actually arrive at SGH campus. So in the essence of connectivity, accessibility, Zyon Grand is actually right really at the doorstep MRT station through the city area, where the district where you're close to all your retail, your shopping, and also the heart of CBD area. With minutes drive, you already can reach the expressway, such as CT, AYE, and MCE. So there are huge large forces of tenants pool to tap on for tenants. And amenities really within reach, like Monty and they explained, the site has retail area right at the level 1. So we have the supermarket, the restaurants really at the doorstep. And within 3 minutes drive, we have Robinson Quay. Those are we have restaurants, fine dining area along Robinson Quay. And then within 5 minutes drive, you're very close to Tiong Bahru. It's a place where the art and culture, cafes, very hip area. So it's got a very good blend of fine dinings and also local delights, essential needs at Tiong Bahru Market. Of course, across the road, we have Zyon Road, Riverside Food Center. Those are actually local delights. Of course, not forgetting your retail therapy, shopping along Orchard Road. So 8-minute drive to all the shopping spree area. Not forgetting, we also have Singapore River at proximity, and then the Alexandra Park Connector as a natural retreat. So not just amenity, you got your health and wellness retreat along the park. You got all your entertainment that's available right within the developmental site. Okay, schools, educational institution really right also in the vicinity from primary school, secondary school, and tertiary school. So for primary school, we have the River Valley Primary School, Alexandra Primary School, Zhengde Primary School. Secondary school, we got more renowned one like Gang Insing schools, Crescent Girls School, Outram Secondary School. Tertiary schools, institutions, there's SMU, School of Arts, and of course the NAFA. So all kinds of levels of schools, institutions that is really within the vicinity for Zyon Grand. Okay, our site itself, the locations here at Zyon, we have planned the tower very, very strategically, but for now, we just look at it really adjacent to us in the northern direction. Far away, we have the Great World City, more than 300 meter. Centennial Suites, more than 200 meter in the northern direction. Of course, the closer to the northern direction, we have the Mirage Tower, also about 140 meters away. And on the southern directions, we have the HDB Block 87. It's 25-story. It's almost more than 80 meters away. Of the eastern side, we have Tribeca, 30-story, 96 meters away. And right to the southern directions, we have Holiday Inn, 27-story. It's also more than 160 meters away. So generally, by and large, everything towards the northern view, southern view, they are more than 100 meters away, except the closer one will be just the HDB at 25-story. Not directly because our tower is oriented towards north-south, so that is slightly towards the southwest direction. So just to have the feel of the kind of buildings right adjacent to this tower, later you see the okay now. So at level 40, you see this northern view. At level 40, we really almost cleared the Tribeca. And of course, you got already see the southern view. Almost can see Sentosa with the sea horizon. And all the towers are all below at 40-meter view corridors. And then at 60 meter, immediately you can tell to the northern view, nothing is really blocking. You can see very far away, even towards the Iron Orchard, unobstructed view. And southern view, almost see the sea. You can see the sea and the Sentosa itself. Everything right below Tiong Bahru is really low rise. You got the Pearl Hill, it's also greenery. So actually the southern view is actually a very premium view that we are focusing all our larger units to orientate towards the southern view. The city view is also unobstructed. Design will focus, later I'll show you the planning. Okay, here we are. We have two towers, 62-story tall. Placed particularly north-south, and also we staggered the design. We staggered design such that they all are not blocking each other. Both towers have the northern and southern view, taking full advantage of the site itself. And the tower designed very strategically, we intended to design something less cluttered, 6 units per core. And 6 units per core means that we have more corner units. Basically, you got 6 units, 4 units itself really take advantage of the corner units, and only 2 units are the smaller units. So this kind of design really is a passive approach for natural ventilations, for green design, passive design. So how we design the stacking, we have placed in the 1 bedrooms, so basically 1 plus studies, the 2 bedrooms, and the 3 bedrooms towards the northern direction. And then the southern direction, we're placing the 3 plus study premium, 4 bedroom study premium, and of course the 5 bedroom study. So generally, we have southern view are all the larger units, like I mentioned, and the northern view we actually have placed in the smaller unit designed. Of course, not to forget at stack 01, you can see there's a 2 unit type there. Actually, there's a stacking change from a 4 plus study. Of course, you look at block 3, the 4 plus study will transit into a 5 bedroom study. And if you look at block 5, stack 8, there's a transition also from 4 plus study S Supreme, it's actually a 4 bedroom premium transit into a 4 plus study Supreme. So these 2 types will transit. I'll describe the stacking later a bit more in the distribution design. So this, and the tower itself, we staggered it. So actually the distance 32 meters is immaterial because they are not actually obstructing each other, but it's just to show you the spacing, the spaces between these 2 blocks, and generally how we have placed the tower to give you that optimum view corridor. Get a bit of the details at the site itself. So coming in from Kim Seng Road, you access to the development. Then you have a drop-off. You can see my cursor, right? Yeah. Okay. So you enter the development, and then you have a very prestige roundabout drop-off that will serve block 3 and block 5. Sheltered directly, the residents can go up to the core of the tower marked in orange color. So they actually lobby directly access to the residential unit. And then the blue color denotes the lobby for the common lift. Basically, this lift will serve your visitors or to lead you to the clubhouse, especially the first one on the northern side will lead you to the grand clubhouse. And then on the eastern side, the blue one leads you to the common landscape area, to the pool deck level. So there'll be 2 common lifts that serve common access. And of course, there is a car park access when you enter, turn right, you'll go down to the basement. There's 2 levels of parking in the basement that serve the residential area, residents. And then there's also a surface parking marked in green color that is also part of the residential parking area. So, and then how they exit is they exit Zyon Road. So generally the residents will enter, turn left to the car park, or they will exit after the drop-off at Zyon Road. Okay, how the pedestrian maneuver here is, you can see the word mark Havelock MRT exit. See, this is one exit from the MRT station, fully integrated. So the design, we have the retail really embracing the station itself. The moment they exit, you're really at Zyon, you're at home. Okay, so as you walk in, follow the yellow path lines, you enter to the residential tower itself. So there's also bus stops, taxi stands. You can see along the Havelock Road that brings you home if you arrive at a taxi or at a bus stop. So similarly, it's very well connected with MRT and bus stop to lead you home right at the doorstep. Just a bit of the site so that you understand a bit of the terrain. At the level at grade, the retail area 4.5 denotes the lower first story. And then at the arrival of the car parking, when you drive in a drop-off is actually denoted as a basement 1. That's for residential parking and residential lobby. So at one level, there is actually 2 naming, just to take note. So it's called basement 1, lower first story. Then as you get up to the level where you see the landscape area, at landscape area, residential block 3 is at 77th, and block 5 is at 8.5 level. They are called level 1. So the residential of the 2 tower, block 3 and 5, they were actually starting at level 1 where the landscape is. And then where there's an upper deck at 12.5, we call it upper first story. Basically, it's a very interesting design. I think landscape architects are going to run you through. There's actually a level change and it really took advantage of how the site terrain to make exciting projects for the landscaping. So level first story and upper first story. So just a quick section just to show so that you understand the overall sites sections of it. So like I mentioned, there'll be 2-level residential parking, B2, B3. As you enter residential car park lobby drop off at basement 1 is 3.6. The retail is actually sitting at 4.5 at grade. It's called lower first story. They're actually adjacent to the bus stop and trains at the station level. And then on top of that, there's upper first story, the landscape deck starts. So the landscape deck actually in the split level of 7.7, 8.5, and then 12.5. Okay, so this is how the site profile is. The sections, just to reinforce, 62-story high building. Of course, our tower to the crown, the beautiful crown that our architects has designed is 240 SHD. That is actually to the highest level of this premium design. So the penthouse will actually start at 227.72 SHD, where the penthouse starts at 62 level. Just take note, we also have 2 sky terrace, 22-story, 43-story. They are both sky terrace to enhance more greenery. And then at our second story is at 24.85, meaning unit starts here. Okay, our design intended to really bring from the road level. You can see approximately 22.83 from the street level. Reason being why we lifted the tower up is actually for the betterment of having more greenery that spills over into the landscape deck. So the tower is lifted up also means that more units get to have better views. So our tower starts at 24 meters, close to 25 meters high in terms of residential unit. In this way, we are also away from the road, although we are an island like Daiichi-san says, but we are actually a lot more higher than the surrounding. We lifted up for good view, we lifted up for more greens. The design itself really befits the entire environment of this area. And then with an urban design in such a way, our tower planning, it actually optimizes everything that we can ask for in a city living. Because usually urban design in city in Singapore, they are very close compact. Here, this site is very premium because of the siting, because we took advantage of the north-south corridor. We actually have optimum view corridor for this design. So you can see from this section also, there's an escalator going down. This actually, we cut the sections where the train station is, so you can see how we are so connected, so integrated with the MRT here. Okay, just want to pause. Why? I think most of the time we talk about architecture, we look at the design, you are all listening to us talking, but I just want you to really see this project and how beautiful at a 62-story tall and how the team has curated design it in order for you to appreciate this very beautiful architecture, this beautiful petal design, and how we crown it, how our designer has put lighting to it to really emphasize the beautiful petal design of the flower building. I usually don't call building beautiful, but this is truly one of its kind. And not just the external petal design, the flowery design that we actually work on. Actually, the whole team works on inside to outside and outside to inside. Form follow function or follow function form. You can see the layout later. The unit plan is not compromised. The unit plan is also very efficient. So we got a beautiful building, beautiful layout, beautiful landscape, and more is the idea. So the team will run you through the more exciting details. But here we have 62-story luxury residences that is really much curated by our CDL to go for a very prestige, very high-class design development here. Of course, we also have a service apartment, a long-term stay, the shops right below, I mentioned already earlier on, and an MRT station. Okay, the stacking. All the units from second story starts to northern side, second story goes all the way up to the 62 levels, except for when you see there's a transition for stack 8, 4-bedroom P, DP1, and then transit into a DS2A, Actually, it's a 4-bedroom study. So, and then at the top there, stack 7 and 8 is actually a penthouse design. So we only have 2 penthouse, very, very exclusive. There's only 2 that faces the southern view. So just now you really see the level 60, the kind of view corridor that we have towards the sea and Sentosa. So similarly on the other block, all the unit at the northern view goes all the way up from 2nd to 62. Similarly, there's also another transitions of unit type. Transit at 42, and then at 44 you'll transit into a 5-bedroom. So basically a 4-bedroom P, then transit at 44 level will transit into a 5-bedroom. So again at 62 you'll be a penthouse. So generally this is the stacking transition. The rest is actually quite straightforward. Okay, then I'll show unit. We are featuring 3 units here. This is our 2-bedroom premium at size 721 square feet. Takes 2 stacks that faces to the northern direction. A dumbbell concept, very, very efficient, no corridors. A very well-sized, very lifestyle kitchen that almost feels integrated. So much flexibility and a possibility to design together with the dining area. The master bedroom can accommodate a king-size bed. A bedroom 2 can take in a queen-size bed. In fact, all design here, or a common bedroom here takes a queen-size bed. The master bedroom all takes the king-size bed. So flexi area, look at the study. It's not just a small niches. This study area can be a work, play, and hobby area, entertainment area, and of course, it can put in a bed. All study area in CDL projects comes with a aircon. So you can almost feel like 721 square feet almost can use for 3 people. I mean, it's a 3 concept where you got 2-bedroom with a large study space. Another show unit that we're featuring 3-bedroom premium plus study. You can see that we are designing wider frontage here. We're taking advantage of the southern view corridor. Very niche designed where you got both like almost a dumbbell with right frontage, living and study. The study gives you a lot more flexibility. This design where the study here is actually flexible. You can open up and turn into a living dining, or you can turn up or to keep into a study, almost like a room. So you have a 3-bedroom premium, but actually the study can be turned into a room. So on top of the flexibility, the usual, we have household shelter for storage, a defined enclosable, well-ventilated kitchen, and then the bathroom are naturally ventilated. Okay, so there's the usual common bedroom, queen-size bed, and the master bedroom, king-size bed. Okay, 4-bedroom supreme. Comes with a private lift. We are featuring this also in the show flat. Comes with a wide frontage design, living, dining. So you can see that we design a 6-unit core for purpose of allowing our larger unit to really take advantage of view corridor. So the stacking that faces this all has enjoyed a wider frontage. Here we have a maximum view corridor towards the south, private lift for 4-bedroom onwards, and dry and wet kitchen with wine chiller and sink. Dry kitchen with wine chiller and sink. And we have a dedicated wet kitchen here. Then it comes with a utility space by itself, almost like an alcove, and then has a yard where the washer is. Master bedroom has a double bowl sink, a walk-in wardrobe, a long bath. So it comes with a 6-piece actually. So a 5-piece. And then similarly, we have the master space that is large enough to have a dresser, a king-size bed. Another bedroom can afford a queen-size bed. Here, we also have a junior master bath as attached here. So the junior itself has got a bathroom. Okay, then... So here comes the smart home feature. I think it's very premium design. So it comes with a smart home gateway, and this connects to all the appliances, and we can access those remotely. For example, a smart aircon control. You can control and remotely to allow your home to be cool before you return. You got smart lighting control. You can check if you even forgotten to turn the lights off. You got smart pavilions, some IT cameras at home, so that if you're young and old at home, you can still make sure that you are taking care of them, safety. Smart lock set. digital lock set. At a convenient, you can unlock the door remotely using pins, biometrics, and key or card access. And also smart Wi-Fi doorbell can notify you who is visiting or communicate through the Wi-Fi doorbell. And smart engineering monitoring. And this becomes more and more important because of sustainable living and habits. I think it's important to keep a watch on the energy consumption. And smart community features, including smart booking system. You can check and book facilities and pay through this through your access card. And smart audio, video, telephony. Receive notifications and grant your guests home access to your condo. And smart invite, pre-register your guests and generate all the QR code so that they can enter development easily. And smart parcel, especially for your residents, they can actually access conveniently at their doorstep to pick up the packages. Of course, we also have a keyless mailbox that will collect your mail easily without the keys. Some of the sustainable features at the forefront. I think CDL, you probably have done many jobs with CDL, and they are actually renowned for all the sustainability design in all the projects. So we are designing an SLEB building here. Energy efficient design includes all the common area, natural ventilation. Like I mentioned, the tower is designed already passively. You are already naturally getting all the good ventilation and lighting. So on top of that, with the facade designed, actually reduces a lot of solar heat and heat gain into the units. Deep overhangs and balconies and fins actually provide you more shades in the interior. So I think it's really not just an aesthetic, it's also a form of designing it green, designing it more livable to allow more thermal comfort into the unit itself without having to really spend a lot of money on the fan and aircon. So the building itself also designed to have more airflow. Because the tower is spaced such a way that it's staggering, it doesn't obstruct each other. And design in the efficient of 6-unit core also allow a bit more wind flow and ventilation into the unit and the corridors. Efficiency in the aircon system, that is actually an important element of your energy efficient. So we will provide the aircon, the lighting, LED lights, motion sensor in common area. Of course, including the lift, we always have provided with CDL's project the variable voltage variable frequency drive that allows sleep mode functions. And of course, the health and well-being, especially for all the materials here, we are actually using environmental friendly and sustainable products, actually approved by this certification. Low VOC for internal walls, and so that in order for you, when you come home, the unit itself is healthy and the air quality is good. Of course, a lot of landscape designs, water features, and to help to reduce urban heat. In a very built environment these days in Singapore, I think it's very important that we have a good landscape design to help to bring down the urban heat. And here in the city, in Zyon Grand, we have designed a tower lifted up to allow more greenery, to allow more water elements to reduce the urban heat, to provide thermal comfort. Smart home with smart community system, like I mentioned earlier on, with all the smart community system, smart comfort, provide a lot more comfort and convenience for the homeowner. So I'll let Gong bring you through the landscape design.
Thank you, Marcus. Okay. All right. Let me just request for the control. Okay. Thank you, Dachi-san and Marcus. Let me bring the audience step back a little bit on the design motif and how we are getting and derived to this very beautiful project. As Niket had explained to you, Dachi-san, of how they are implementing tree flower as an art of Japanese called Ikebana over the terrains. So we are thinking of how we're going to pursue this further. Wait, give me a second. Can I hear? Can hear it? Oh. Okay, so let me continue too. Is how we are going to bring this little bit step forward on this the drawing diagrams of these 3 flowers as a towers placing on the island over the river valley in Singapore. So we are placing the continuing waters as if the water is running through the site and make the 3 flowers sitting on the different island, right? So in this case, the landscape design, we are trying to make it slightly understated to make it very natural, as good as we want to bring up the buildings to be a main features over the river valley areas. So the way we design the landscape is very bespoke in this project. In terms of the design language, we are placing all the elements in this project to be a part of the nature and the terrains. The first initial sketch that you can see on the ups and the bottoms is how we are beautifully submerged all the clubhouse, the pool, facilities and everything in the very big, nice site terrain in this project. We're placing gyms, clubhouses, and all the drop-off area basically going to be under the terrains, bringing the beautiful lightings and very nice, impressive natural feelings into the architecture, as if we want to hide as much as possible of the odd elements such as the pavilions and the big clubhouse feature to be a little bit more understated, very quite luxury sky, where the towers can beautifully sit onto the landscape design. Okay, this is how we are carving out on the left and the right hand side. You can see how the first attempt that we want to put the very beautiful driveway and the drop off to be a little bit more like very beautiful shopping mall look alike. That you come in, semi-interior lobby with the waters above your head, and the part of the water above your head is a part of our landscape design elements as well. Okay, so coming to the site plan, I will just explain to you through the note a little bit. You're coming in by these directions, and just for the residents, you will going into this driveway. You see these water features and the canals, like the streams. We got all the way here. Is really beautifully make the whole project into a different section and very different zonings, whereby you can see different zonings stated in different color on the facility on the right hand side. We're just going through the very simple explanation on the different zoning, so you can know exactly how will you actually live in this project after the project executed in the different zone and under different tower. So on the left tower, we are basically making the whole tower here to make it more on the very nice family cove area, whereby the unit can appreciate the family pool, children's play and children's pool and the canyon pool and everything with a lot of facility underneath the towers. It's more on the family oriented and this island. Okay, it's called Island 1. And the other islands, whereby the tower, on the tower 2 he's sitting on, okay, it will be placing a lot of very nice facilities on an exclusive manner, the quiet luxury sky, a lot of pot waterfalls, and a very nice 50-meter slab pool, where actually you can see the terrain has Marcus from ADTP explained. The level is starting from the Island 1, slowly go up to the transfer levels and go up to the Island 2, and whereby you can see 50-meter slab pool over these sections. We are especially bring these orange sections about 5 to 6 meter up from the common levels, whereby we want to bring all this pool to be disconnect to the rest of the setting around the estate. Meaning, if you stay up here, you won't actually feel the rest of the area around this section at all. Basically, the whole area is already lift up quite a fair bit, about 5 meters from the island 1, island 2, and island 3. So we want to make sure that all the residents can be enjoy the whole parameter of the landscape without disturbing and disconnect from the roadside. Because anyway, you're living in a very big city and a very central of Singapore. It's quite impressive that you can manage to get this 2 islands basically lift up 6 meters above the ground, and orange color even more higher up, so you feel yourself will be disconnected from the surrounding, which is very noisy out there. Okay. The next, I want to explain to you area by area. Okay. This area is pointing at the area that you're entering to the island 2 when you're transferring from the island 1 to island 2 to the tower 2. The impression is just a draft for the time being. Okay, you have a lot of nice lawn to receive you, and when you arrive to the island 2, the waterfall there at the back on the left is where the transfer level is happening for you, another 5-6 meters going up to this lap pool, which is the lap pool. I will show you the image later on how the lap pool is actually viewing out and disconnect to the whole area of this sand road. So you can see the connectivity of this, the backdrops of this guy will be always at the top of the trees because we are above the ground about 5 to 6 meters from the beginning. So this is a barbecue pavilion on the top left. Okay, then they got nice barbecue pavilion here. Then have a lot of functions going on, waterfalls, and the pot which is coming out from the waters. Okay, that is the first one. If you look at the second perspective, this is a transfer level from this tower 1 to tower 2, which is from this level, you're looking up here, you will see a terrace of water stepping down and integrate nicely with the pool. The right-hand side is basically a bottom of the tower 1 that we can actually use all up underneath the tower as a landscape facilities. The barbecue pavilion you saw just now in the first image is sitting right above here and a few meters away. So you can tell that the level is starting to actually step up by the natural terrain and the water feature and the water cascading beautifully. So the pool here on the Tower 1 area, which is called Island 1, is used up as a family pool, like a hydro pool. We've got a nice jet bubble, gooseneck water throughout. Children's area is going to be under here, and these sections, whereby you can see the backdrops. The backdrops is actually is a roadside, but you can tell that our project has lifted up the E-deck about 5 meters above the ground, so you wouldn't actually feel at all. You want to, the more you can see is the landscape as an extent of the end of your eye corridor. Okay, the next one. Okay, you know that as our plot is quite huge, is one of the biggest development among this River Valley area. So we offering you quite a big, nice, sizable lawn, and it look like a rolling lawn that your kids, children's dog can run around at the center of the site. So this lawn is at the heart of the site, next to the nice water features that actually you can see a nice backdrop at the pavilion. You can see at the back is a drum, whereby we hold a very nice, beautiful sculpture tree inside. It's a transition between two islands, but this lawn also quite big and impressive in terms of the scale. You can make sure that it can hold of the capacity that people can actually having a nice weekend lawn sitting spaces under the trees. You can have a simply picnic area next to the barbecue pavilion that you can spill out. It's quite hard to find a very nice big lawn in a very big estate in the center of the city. So this is how the building beautifully sitting on the island. So this island 2, whereby we explain to you, we have a very nice cabana push out area, reading corner, and a very nice area which is facing the waterfalls. The waterfall up there is actually a part of the lap pool, which is we bring you up another 6 meters above the island 2. So the island 2, you can see the how we are actually placing the buildings over the water features and the landscape. You can see the nice, beautiful orchid inspiring building sitting on our very natural landscape, whereby all the corner of these blue areas can be functioning as a swimming pool area. So we try to integrate as much to make it more very organic, yet still keep the geometry of the architecture look very timeless. Okay, this is above the ground, 6 plus 6 meters from the road levels. So you are actually at the level 12, so which is very, very high. And you can see the 3 levels on the right hand side is one more level up, but yet it's still not at the level of the
level 1 on the tower. So at this level, how special this project is really you can have a very nice landscape and obstructing views on a 360-degree. This 50 lap pool, 50 meters, also designed as if it's like a very nice, beautiful canyon, very organic cut line. You can see the right-hand side is not so straightforward, but we are trying to carve this out to make it more nicely beautiful in the edging. It's not so straight, but it looks very natural. Okay, I might hand over to second edition. Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hilary from Second Edition. We'll present to you the project ID that involves the indoor recreation space. So we start with the indoor recreation space is where you actually enjoy the amenities. So there is a central club that contains the Club Gourmet and the Club Social. There's 2 function rooms. There's also another function room that named under Club Culinary, which is around the kids pool area. And also another cluster will be a yoga studio, a medium room, and also a game studio. So last but not least is the fitness suite that is actually sitting right here and framing beautifully into the landscape. So these visuals that show that how the central club, which is a Club Gourmet, is the largest among all the function room. So there's a counter, a dining area, as well as the living spaces that if a spill out deck on the right. There is the 2 function room. One is the Club Social, and there is the Club Culinary. Yoga studio, and also a media room. This will be the fitness suite that with the gym facility that we actually bring in the curve of the facade into it to actually create a holistic aesthetic. So let's move in from outside to the inside of the unit. So now I present to you the project provisions for the residential unit. Our design inspirations, I think holistically, the whole team is working towards this philosophy behind the Ikebana that's grounded in Japanese aesthetic, which emphasizes simplicity, understated elegance, and the respect for nature. So coming to approach to this design is not simply about arranging the items or the spaces. You also create a harmonious relationship between the natural material used in the arrangement and the space around it. And we have a mind that to create a bloom of a radiant and shades. So we take inspiration from the light and shadows. So the design inspiration for this is that we inspired by contemporary sleep for apply to the 1, 2, and 3 bedroom. It's a sleep modernity elevated by the purity of the crisp design, harmonious hue, and also subtlety of the understated texture. So in result will be a contemporary balance of a clarity and calm material palette. For 4, 5, and penthouse, we actually draw the inspiration from enduring luxury, where this refined luxury surface meet the nature-inspired palette that brings serenity, harmony into the heart of the city. So it's luxury elevated with timeless sophistications. So come to this overview of the finishes applications. For the living will be a tiles, and there's a door and panel in veneer, bedroom in vinyl. This is coming to the feature for bespoke kitchen. So for this project, we have a Valzook brand for the built-in oven, the hood, and also for the 2 bedroom, there is an enclosed washer dryer. The brand is DT Trade, and integrated fridge libre. There's also there's a seamless stainless steel edge sink with the seamless edge with the kitchen mixers that from Hans Koher. There is a special feature that is you don't see in other development. It's actually an integrated magnetic accessory with wall system, which is I will touch on it a little bit more later. So overall, we have also a premium finishes, not just a normal laminate or quartz. The provision for the top hung cabinet is in actually glass in floated patterns. Countertop is engineering stone MDI. And the bottom cabinet is also an engineered stone MDI. This actually allowed the kitchen that is customized to the level of least maintenance and also premium materials. And on the floor for the living will be a large format floor tiles. For the bathrooms, we continue the same philosophy of a unit palette into the bathroom. There's a mirror cabinet with the liquor shelf. An integrated magnetic accessory wall system is also applied to the upturn between the cabinets and also vanity. And the large format tiles for walls, and also vanity countertop in engineering stone MDI. And the vanity cabinet at the bottom is the same textured glass door that the same as the kitchen. So these holistic applications throughout from the kitchen and bathroom that create a very curated and balanced palette. For the master, so the same that apply in the common bath apply to the master bath, including the magnetic accessory wall system. But we actually bring in something more for the master bath, which is a textured feature wall tiles at the mirror cabinet. So actually this gives a softness to the overall palette and something very unique. And this is in fluted patterns. So the grow of it is also continue our concept of the light and shadows. Come to the larger unit, enduring luxury for 4 and 5. We have a living dining in tiles in the different selections from the contemporary sleek collections, 1 to 3 bedrooms, and with the door frame and door panel is in veneer, and all the bedroom is in vinyl. So come to the kitchen for the enduring luxury range. There is a dry kitchen that is going to be represented in the show flat. There's an under-counter wine chiller from Libe, seamless stainless steel sink with the kitchen mixer. And again, not forgetting, actually the new feature that we actually bringing to this project is an integrated magnetic accessory wall system. So the floor is large format tiles, top cabinet in MDI, and kitchen top in MDI. So MDI engineering stone is a premium material that is for ease of maintenance, hygiene, and also antibacterials. So all these feature will be represented in here that when you are visiting the show flat. So come to the kitchen, behind the dry kitchen, there's a functional kitchen, but the material is equally the same as the dry kitchen. So there is also built-in combi steam oven from Valzuk, built-in hook, and all the doors at the bottom cabinet and top cabinet is in MDI engineering stone. Top cabinet will be in a feature glass filter panel. So this balancing between the materials give you a harmonious color scheme as well as the texture. So, and the backsplash also, again, mentioned again, is the integrated magnetic accessory wall system. So this one I will be touching lightly. The common bath is the same throughout for all the units. And come to the master bath, which is double sink, 2 mirror cabinet. And we actually changed the color scheme for this special master bath that come in 5 pieces, which is the bathtub, a standing shower, a WC, and the double sink. And the texture will be applied on the vanity as well as the bathtub. You can enjoy the texture when you are lying on the bathtub. This one just give an overview of the premium provision for all unit types. Valzuk for the cooking appliances, Libe for the fridges, DDJ for the washer and dryer, Gabriel for the sanitary wares, and fittings under Hans Kocher. And there is an Italian imported wardrobe for all master bedroom of all units types, Caccaro from Italy, and also an integrated magnetic accessory wall system from Cotton. So touch on the Caccaro wardrobe that is applied for all master bedrooms. Caccaro is an Italian furniture company. The special elements to it that we bring in actually is the bifold doors that for the master bedroom. And this is the walk-in wardrobe that's going to be applied. For this case, actually, you will see the design and the actual piece in the 4 bedroom master bedroom. So I just play a short video how it works and what is so special about this system. So when you open up, it should have a cornerless without divider and premium finishes that is imported from Italy. Okay, just a quick sneak peek. So I think you will experience it in the show flat. So come to touch a little bit of innovative provisions. It's an integrated magnetic accessory wall system. So it's a smart, seamless, and magnetic. How it works, I think, it's flexible, effortless. I think it's an experience to believe and how good is this system. I think when we'll review it in the show flat and also a short video in the next slide. So we play a short video. So just a quick snippet. I think this will be further elaborate when we show flat actual site briefing. Okay, I hand over to Dominic for the residential service. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dominic from the CDL customer service team. So I'll take you through to residential service portion. At Zyon Grand, the residential host services is to elevate the residents' living experience. We understand that a home is more than a place to live. It's where your life unfolds. Our residential host aims to make every aspect of the customer experience a little bit better, meaning they are there to handle details, both big and small, so you have more time to truly live. And every interaction is a genuine desire to make life easier and more enjoyable. Creating time to live and delivering a premium lifestyle is key, because at the heart of it all, at Zyon Grand, you are our purpose. Residents and visitors arriving at the residential service reception at the Central Club will be warmly greeted by the host. The host will be able to extend a myriad of services to residents and guests, such as reception service and general enquiries, helping with transport arrangement, assisting visitors, loans of umbrellas, and more. They are also on hand to assist with estate and local informations, service requests such as facilities reservation, and share what's buzzing around the vicinities. And like a concierge, part of their role is to extend assistance with restaurant reservations, assist to receive passes for residents, and source for handyman services if requested. Should residents wish to host a private event, they can provide a list of private chef and caterers, even their pets are not forgotten. So at these slides, residential event is part of residential living experience, which the host will work closely with the managing agent to organize for the committee. At this slide, you can see that previously the host has hosted Christmas, National Day, and Halloween. At the end of the day, it's not just about receiving and accepting laundry or parcels. It's allowing our residents to have peace of mind to know that there is someone at home to take care of things in their absence. Our residential hosts are available daily, including public holiday. Thank you. I'll hand back to my CDL colleague.
Thank you, Dominic. I would like to share the top 10 USPs on Zyon Grand with you. So in terms of location, it's a direct access to Havelock MRT, and it's only a few MRT stops to Orchard, Raffles Place, and MBFC. The development is also Minutes Drive to accessways such as CTE, AYE, and MCE, to Iron Orchard, Tiong Bahru, and Robertson Quay. It's also close proximity to schools such as River Valley Primary School and SMU. In terms of development and design, it's a 62-story iconic integrated development with restaurants, early childhood development center, as well as a supermarket. It's jointly developed by renowned developers CDL and Mitsui in collaboration with Nikon and ADDP. In terms of north orientation, it's also a north-south orientation with panoramic views of the city, MBS and Sentosa. We have also achieved BCA Green Mark Platinum Super Low Energy Building certification. Lastly, for the facilities and provisions, the units have efficient unit layouts. We also provide comprehensive facilities as well as our premium residential host services. We also offer innovative provision such as the integrated magnetic accessories wall system in our kitchen and bathrooms as mentioned by Hilary. And lastly, we also have our Italian Caccaro wardrobes fitted with branded kitchen appliances and sanitary wares and fittings. Last but not least, I would like to share a video of Zyon Grand with you in the next slide. I hope you like our video and we will circulate this to you later. So before we end this seminar, we welcome all of you to connect with us in IG, Xiaohongshu and TikTok. So please follow us and hashtag us in your social media posts about Zyon Grand. So with this, we come to the end of the briefing and thank you for the time to attend. And if you have any other questions, please send to your respective agency IC and we will address it accordingly. We are arranging physical briefing at our gorgeous sales gallery very soon. So